Alright guys, welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. We have the new June patch, which is going to be featuring the Fantastic Four cards. Now, this is something they've been doing quite often now with leaks, at least the past two that we've seen, where they leak the cards' actual abilities before the actual card art. So, we're going to see mostly cards we've already seen because of their actual ability were leaked last month. So, for example, Mad Thinker, Fantastic Four cards, they've all been leaked. We have now gotten more details on like Silver Surfer first steps, and I believe also Galactus first step, which by the way looks insane. But then also some new cards coming, I guess, the month after in August. However, once again, we don't have their actual card art, so I'm not able to make my like fancy in-game graphics that I would normally do, and instead we're just gonna be reacting it as we go along this actual article by snap.fan. Along with some new variants, some pretty cool stuff though, and just more context on what's going on. So yeah, this is the Mad Thinker. Should we talk about the cards? I'm not too sure, because we kind of already done it, right? Like, he's not new, we've seen him, it's just now we've seen the actual card art. But if you don't know what he does, he's a 1/1 at the start of each turn. After drawing your card, if your hand is full, he gets +2. They've been doing it at least like every season now. We get at least like one power scalar. So this is like this season's one of it. Then we have Mr. Fantastic, and of course the Fantastic Four cards, which I believe the only one that has been changed might have been Torch. If I'm not wrong, he might have been a 3/3, but now he's a 3/2. All the abilities and stuff or cards are all the exact same. So Fantastic, and pretty much the new end of turn deck a little bit, is give one card in your hand. Regardless of any condition, it's just end of turn. He's going to give a card -1 or +2. Then we have the Invisible Woman first steps, of course, making it so they look like the ones from the movie, which is very, very cool. Because I love like the Thing's actual like outfit. Like, all the outfits look so good in the movie. Fantastic I'm not too great on because he doesn't have that much white, but the others look so cool. But yeah, Invisible Woman is activate this turn. Your end of turn abilities happen twice. You can see that towards like the final end of the game and go crazy. The Thing gets end of turn +2 power once per game. If your side is full, he is going to destroy a card, only one card, but an enemy card with less power than it. So ideally he gets up towards a 5/10, but if you go with Invisible Woman, he goes to a 5/12, and he's able to destroy, he's not going to destroy the highest cost card. It will just be a random one, but if it is lower power than him, then he will destroy a card. Then this right here, we don't have the card art for it, which I assume is because of leaks. If you actually open up this image here, you can see right at the bottom all the cards that were leaked to this update, and there are 4 with black actual card arts. But this actually is Galactus. He's a 6/10. My Herald is the next card I see you play. So the way it works is the next card you play after adding Galactus to your hand. So if he's in your starting deck, your 1 cost, the first card you play, will become his Herald. If you draw him on turn 4 and you then play a 4 cost card on turn 4, he will be the Herald for Galactus, right? Which is so cool. And he's kind of got the same gimmick as obviously Adam Warlock, because isn't Adam Warlock meant to be the Herald towards Galactus, right? So he has that same condition of like you have to win the location. So yeah, end of turn +3 power towards Galactus, I assume it is. So let's say you get a, what would it be, like Ebony Maw on 1, right? He's the card you play. He's now the Herald. If he wins every single turn going in towards turn 6, Galactus will go towards a 6/28. And then if you also activate the Invisible Woman, which activates the end of turn abilities twice, assume once again that the location you win every single round, he will then go to a 31? A 6/31? Is that not crazy? Obviously, it's not going to always happen. You have to play him down a spoil, but that is, yeah, this is sick though, because this actually makes Galactus a card worth playing rather than necessarily being, you know, the OG Galactus where just no one likes running him. He's a bit of a gimmick card a little bit. With this, like, okay, this is and might be the biggest 6 card in the game, and what better person to be than obviously Galactus? So very much looking forward towards that card. That's gonna be crazy. Fantastic card is also the same thing. Just now we've got the card up for it, but look at Human Torch. He looks insane. So I think he might be nerfed, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was always a, maybe it was always a 3/2. I can't remember properly. But maybe because I'm confusing the end of turn ability where he goes towards a 3/3 straight away. But he's the exact same. Keeping into the old style of Human Torch before where he does double his power, but you do have to fill up his location. So he's going to be crazy. You lot know we're bringing back Celine for this one. It's going to be fun to do. Her being the exact same, just now updated card art. Then we have this one. Not entirely too sure whose card this actually is. If I had to guess, it might be Silver Surfer. I'm not too sure, but this sounds crazy though. On reveal, set the max energy equal towards this card. So you do have to buff it up, because you play it on turn 5 and it's already a 5 cost, your max energy will be 5. So yeah, playing this card means you do lose energy, so you do have to buff it up somehow. But playing a Galactus to where it's now a... Is Galactus still 3 plus power? I'm pretty sure she is, right? So it'll be like, what, a 3-8? So what, it'll be like a 5-8, which is kind of decent, and you get energy next turn. And you can probably choose out earlier if you play like a Lunar Snow. So yeah, this is going to be kind of cool. Give some Toxidoxy some love, Gwenpool as well. Looking forward towards that card. And in this card, I think we see down here a little bit. This one was confusing. So ongoing, 4/7. Cards cannot be added to locations except by playing or moving them. So base that means Makari doesn't work after turn 4. Your Jubilee, I guess I assume, what would it be? Hela wouldn't work either. So this is an actual full-on board-wide Hela nerf, because you can't play the cards because she summons them, but this doesn't work. This is a crazy card if that's actually how it works. So then as we approach down here, we do see some more cards that have now been updated. So obviously last month we got Airwalker leaked as a card coming. Now we have their text, and in 1 month's time again, or maybe even in 1 week's time, because there's going to be another patch update to fully self-publish Marvel Snap. If you haven't seen the news about it, that might bring some more data, but probably not. It might be in a month's time. So with Airwalker, when this is destroyed, replace it with a 4 cost from your hand or your deck. So it does say replace, so that does mean you literally draw that card from your hand or your deck. So basically almost like a like shorten your deck a little bit, if it's in your deck obviously. But yeah, pretty good. We'll have to wait and see how much it actually costs. Is it 2 costs? Is it 3 costs? Because 3 costs will be pretty decent, but then you're also destroying it on 4, so you're technically playing the 4 but at a cheaper cost, and you're getting some destroy procs a little bit. We really have to wait and see how this actually works. In terms of the actual cost, not so much the power. Power matters a little bit. If you're playing a destroy deck, that means you're, you know, probably using Noah a little bit, but all that matters around this one is the cost a little bit. When you look at the spells, by the way, they're now removing the banish text. That's a little quality life update they're doing from all the actual spell cards. They're still going to banish, they're just no longer say it, because now we know how spell cards actually work. And like Claire, for example, she's been buffed up. We saw this in the actual patch notes, or at least the dev update video yesterday, or a few days ago now. Then we have Cobra. Cobra's now been changed. He's meant to be a Series 4 card. I think he's coming out alongside Kid Omega in the season, if I'm not mistaken. But he's now a lot better in a sense, right? So before, what he did do was switch one of your opponent's credit cards here to your side, which, I mean, arguably could be a lot better. I don't know, but now it's Destroy. Sure. So like last time, once again, Cosmic Ghost Rider was leaked to be a card coming. We now have his actual text. No abilities though, so we don't know how crazy it's going to be. But this sounds crazy though. On reveal, remove the text from the front row enemy cards. So both. It's going to remove both of the cards' text in front of it. Definitely higher than 4 or 5, right? Because that's literally what Red Guardian does. He removes the cost in front of him, or random cost card there. However, he is 3 cost. So you got to assume this is 4 or 5. Probably not 6. They really want to. It could be a really powerful 6 cost card, but this just outright counters, you know, Agent Carter. And to be fair, a lot of cards in general, you gotta assume it's gonna be 4 or 5, because you know, unless it's an ongoing ability, you do want to counter like a Galactus or like another card, like maybe they got like a Human Torch or the new Fantastic Four cards. So you do want to get this card a little bit out early to get a lot of value, but that is gonna look like a crazy card. Dormammu has been buffed up. Fantastic Four cards stayed the same. Then we have Firelord. Okay, so on reveal, revive one of your discarded or destroyed 3 cost cards here. Very, very specific. What would that even be? So quickly scrolling through the 3 cost, which ones do you want to revive? I'm not entirely too sure, you know, because like, what are you destroying here? Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure what you're destroying. I guess if you destroy a Deathlock, you can then proc it again. A Gambit, if you like Misery it, for example. Oh, Sata, okay. Venomous Well. Very similar towards, obviously, Elixir who just came out. However, the difference is Elixir is the last turn, where this one is literally just, it just revives it. It's already in your pool. And plus, it is discarded too. So maybe it's a discard card. Okay, I mean, discard players will probably like down a little bit more. So the Flames of Fire team have been buffed up. We saw that last time. Frankie Raye, after the next time you play a 6-cost card, double this card's power. Okay. Hey, guys, you know, when we see double power, we like to do it in the negative. So we might have to bring Salim back for this one too, depending on how cheap or small he is. But it's a 6-cost card. It might be a 4 or 5-cost card. Once again, I mean, they can literally make it any cost or any power. It just depends on what they want to do, right? So if you want like a 2-4 to make it a 2-8, can pretty much go into any deck a little bit, but probably more like the hand buff decks a little bit with just obviously buffing up, getting a bit of power onto it. That one could be crazy though, because you're playing that on turn 6. So if you don't have parry going towards turn 6, you're pretty much guaranteed to get this through, or not guaranteed, but it might get over 10 power if you buff it up assumingly, and then it can't be Shang-Chi'd, so we love to see it. Once again, Galactus first steps, going back up to what we just saw. This is the exact same card. Is end of turn as well, by the way, like I said already, so it's going to go into like the end of turn deck. Like, we do know he's a 6/10 already, so he's going to be, yeah, the big like turn 6, end of turn card. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait. Herbie's cards are the exact same, just to kind of change some of the text a little bit. Ultron got nerfed, I think, in this update, which is not to do with the card being too good. I think a lot of people right now are speculating it is just because they are probably reworking the stones in the next OTA coming out in a few days or a week's time from now, basically, which is probably going to fully rework the card to make them a lot better, which I'm looking forward towards that one, because Infinity Ultron, he's got to be good, right? He's such a cool character. Generally one of the worst cards I've ever played with. Kid Omega got nerfed because he's going to be absolutely crazy. Mad Thinker, I think, just changed the text of the card. This is the exact same. Mole Man, once again, the exact same, but now we've got the card art for him, so it looks actually very cool. Morgan got buffed up. We saw it last time. Technically speaking, Nightmare got nerfed because he is now a 3-1. Then we had all these cards last time, which now looks to be the Overdrive Reactor. So we do know High Voltage Overdrive is coming out, and these are going to be all like the sort of locations. So don't talk too much about that one. They're not actually cards. Polymorph got nerfed. A lot of people didn't realize that, but it's now 1 more rather than 2 more. Redshift, though. Discard the leftmost card in your hand and add a random card with the same cost towards your hand. That could be really good, though, right? Because if you're doing... I guess I don't have that stuff no more. But, yeah, sure. Discard people might like that. Don't sound too crazy, but probably might be something decent. Oh, okay, we actually have Silver Surfer first steps. I didn't realize that. So, end of turn, another end of turn card going to go in towards that deck. If you're winning this location with an on-reveal card, copy its text. Oh, okay. So you play this down. I assume it happens once. Does it happen once? Well, that's going to be crazy, no? Because if you play this down, let's say he's a 2-3. You're playing down a 2-3. You had Zabrun 1. You then play Gwenpool on turn 3. Gwenpool pops off Ogahori to buff up the Silver Surfer even more. And then, because at the end of turn, you're winning the location. It's then going to copy the text. For the word in it, it's only going to happen once, right? Which is kind of cool, though. I actually like that a little bit. In terms of end of turn deck a little bit, if you are building like the full end of turn deck, there aren't that many on reveals, so you do have the text starting in. But I can see Gwenpool being like a really good fit in towards that, right? Remember, that is like the female Silver Surfer too, which would be cool. Then we have Stardust. Ongoing cards. Okay, so that was the card we saw before, right? Stardust is the one where you can't play cards by... You have to only play cards by playing them or moving them. You can't drag it down by like Jubilee or Makari, for example. Then we have Tarrax The Tamer. On reveal, for each location, shuffle a rock in towards the losing player's decks. So this is kind of cool, right? Don't know the actual cost or obviously power off it, but you gotta assume you're probably more likely to be playing this card when you are winning 2 locations. So you will shuffle at least 1 rock in towards your deck. But if you are someone winning all 3 locations, then hey, at least you get 3 cards in towards, or 3 rocks in towards their deck. But already this is kind of cool a little bit, because we haven't had a card that shuffles rocks in towards the player's deck for a while. It's just been Korg, it's just been Rock Slide. So we're gonna see probably a bit more love towards obviously Dark Hawk when this card comes out, which is, I guess, kind of a little bit cool. Then we have the Fallen one. So the Fallen one was the one we saw early on, where you set your max energy equal towards this card's power, and then that is it for all the cards. So much there. Crazy. Honestly, crazy. Then we have replace all locations. Add a free cost from your deck here. And then we have the variants. I assume there's going to be a new card back later on, which is not fully dated man just yet. This one right here is the new game mode coming alongside the Fantastic Four season in July, which are going to feature new skills of all of the cards you can see right here. So like Mr. Fantastic is getting a champion skin, which will be the Council of Reeds. Then you have like Carnage and all the other ones. So that's kind of cool. And then going down, we have the variants. Some of the variants look absolutely crazy. We'll scroll down so you can see them, but obviously you can go on a site yourself. One thing I like the most a little bit is the cards or card arts for all the Fantastic Four cards, because they are designed... Oh, these are actual normal Human Torches. Okay. kind of cool a little bit. He got a really good one. But now we get the Fantastic Four first step variants, which is sick because I didn't think they're going to get any. But no, they fully redesigned them. But they all look very, very cool. I would say Torch's one looks meh, I would say, because his first one looks so good. I don't know if we're going to buy any of these ones. But when you go down towards Invisible Woman, the first step ones look insane. Like, they all look really, really good. Guys, Silver Surfer Jeff. What? Don't get too excited, though. If you want to get this variant, it's going to cost you $100. Of course it is, right? So, tragic. King Itri finally getting a variant, though. It's kind of nice. Craven looks so weird. That what she looks like in the comics. Magic always gets some good variants. Luna looks literally from, oh, Mercury's got a kind of decent one. Who is that? Is that Mirage? Wow, okay. And we got, like, the Petro Pascal designs. Kind of cool a little bit, but I do like his first one the most. That one's kind of cool a little bit. Mole Man. Red Wing finally getting another variant a little bit. Some more like anime design ones too. Squirrel Girl getting like another like anime style one. She's getting all of the ones just from Sailor Moon. Like the one from the actual game right now if you log in. Okay, well it's actually not here right now. But normally you can see like the Senpai Squirrel Girl. And then you have the thing as well. Zorn got another good variant too. And these are right here, the variants with release dates now. So they've kind of already been in the files, but these are coming at some point in the future. New emotes, and I think that's basically it. Other than this right here, like I just say, $100 variant for Galacta. Not even the best Galacta variant, but that Jeff one is, yeah. We'll wait until that comes in our vote. When that comes in our vote, we're buying it in like a year's time. Let's look at any gold bundles though. What's the gold bundles look like? Onslaught, we don't really care about. Who else is there? Scar, I mean, he's Series 4. Not really that great. Proxa Midnight, Series 5. Most people might have. I think I might be missing actually. So I'm actually buy that one. Because they've now just changed the update with this newest patch where if you now own the variant, you now get the card. So that is one I will probably be buying. Oh, wow. Captain America Sam Wilson for 5k. I mean, it's in 2 months' time. It's in a very long time. But that's kind of cool. You can buy him now. Also, this is weird. Super Premium Instant Reward for July. So it looks like they're doing Series 4 cards now in the Battle Passes. Is that a good thing? I don't buy the Super Premium Battle Pass, which is like, what, from $10 to $15. You get some extra variants. If they're good, I'll buy them. But it looks like now you're going to get an actual card, which is, I mean, it's worth it in a sense, because you're getting 2 cards for $15. It is a Series 4, though. And to be fair, it's probably not even going to fit in towards that actual like main Fantastic deck or the... I mean, obviously, it's going to fit into the end of turn deck, but I don't think there's going to be a true end of turn deck. It's going to be a mix and match of things like, for example, end of turn... First step Human Torch is definitely going to go in towards a Silver Surfer deck, undoubtedly. Mr. Fantastic first steps are going to go in towards just, generally speaking, any other deck anyway. So it's not the end of the world, but that's there's something to do it now. Yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up the video. Thank you for watching. If you have made it towards the end of the video, I am uploading this literally 20 minutes before the actual video. When this uploads, it will be the new season. So looking forward towards that. So guys, thank you for watching the video, and yeah.